and welcome to another episode of Broadcast Anime Talk. I do watch a lot of anime on Netflix, and I'm not afraid to admit that. They have some really good anime on there. So one relatively new one, at least new to me, that I watched is an anime called Aggretsuko. I think I'm saying that right. It's supposed to be short for Aggretsuko. I'm sorry if I pronounced that name wrong in this whole video. So this is an anime that is not what I usually watch, but I freaking love this show. I usually watch mecha anime or things like Death Note, Blue Exorcist, and Sword Art Online, so more action-oriented anime, but this one I love, enjoyed, and could actually relate to some of it. And by the way, I'm going to mention stuff that happens in some of the episodes, so if you haven't watched it, go watch it and come back. It's only 10 episodes that are 15 minutes or so long. It's fantastic, so it won't take you that long to get through. Now, what I love about this anime over most things is how relatable it is. No, I don't work at some soul-sucking office job like the characters in the anime do, but I have a soul-crushing customer service job. It may be different, but everyone has that boss or bosses or manager that they absolutely fucking hate, despise, etc. But it's not just the job aspect too. The main character, Aggretsuko, is more of an adult because of how she tries to escape her soul-crushing job. First is by basically reporting her boss to the CEO for being a sexist pig and expecting some kind of long-term change, which doesn't happen. And yes, I know I said sexist pig, and the boss is literally a pig in character design. Aggretsuko then tries going the route of love and marriage, but having drunken feelings for this guy named Sasuke, who is really a plain and boring ass guy who does nothing for her and is just very one-dimensional, and she doesn't see it at first, but eventually she sees it and breaks it off. Another important character to talk about is Haida. He's a hyena. We see throughout the show that he has feelings for Aggretsuko. Now, he really wants to be with her, but he doesn't have the confidence to ask her out on his own for himself. You know, he'll have like Seneko make sure that no one gets to Aggretsuko at a party and tries to get to her and talk to her in group-based environments, but again, he won't actually ask Aggretsuko out himself. When we see Haida outside of work, he's wearing a lot of punk clothes, and in his apartment he has an electric guitar, which kind of leads us to assume that maybe he uses some form of punk music or metal to escape his problems like Aggretsuko does with her death metal. Haida is an example of an all-around good man. When he learns that Aggretsuko is dating Sasuke, he kind of backs off, even though he says that he wants to punch Sasuke. And you know, he just wasn't happy about it. His love for Aggretsuko was real. He really loved her and had a genuine, true feeling for her. I don't know how else to explain this. I'm not like a love doctor person. The two are basically made for each other. Haida would often beat himself up for, you know, when, like, in the scene in the rain when he's walking and he's like, I want to punch him, and he kicks a can and falls over. He's beating himself up because he didn't get to Aggretsuko before someone else did. The only other character I want to mention is Tome, or Tone, I don't know exactly how to say it, I'm gonna go with Tome. The crazy sexist asshole boss who is a literal pig that sure does get painted as the worst animal on the show, but despite being a stubborn asshole that's stuck in the old ways of doing things, he's not afraid to tell it like it is, and he's the one that makes Aggretsuko realize that her relationship with Sasuke is not in her best interest, and accounting, which is what they do, they're in an accounting department, was a huge metaphor for that. You know, he basically was just like, you know, accounting is about money coming in, money coming out, you know, and everything has to be balanced, and it's a metaphor for life. You have to make sure that you're not getting, or you're not giving more than you take in, kind of thing. The anime itself is really relatable to me in terms of how much shit that happens in her office. Like, yeah, they all had different roles. Like Fenico was the social media person, the one hippo character is the super gossip animal. The weasel was not just a literal weasel, but also in terms of character type as well. He sucked up to the boss and everything. All these characters relate to people that you can run into in any type of work area. But most of all, everyone's trying to deal with their own shit. And you see that too in normal work environments, you know? Everyone's got something going on in the background. Doe is good at sucking up to Tome and distracting him, which, as she says in the anime, that keeping Tome happy makes everyone else happy too, because then Tome isn't riding on their asses and being angry all the time. This anime, as much as the art style screams that this is a cartoon made for children, isn't that at all. This anime is for adults, 20 and older, or just anyone in soul-crushing jobs too. Once you look at the characters and the themes that are represented, you realize that it's not anywhere close to being a show for children. I highly recommend watching this anime because it's really that good, at least to me. That's all I have to say, so if you want to add to the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for watching and goodbye.